I know. All right, so
We wouldn't be.
I'll just have to get like super close just in case. All right, so you guys want to introduce yourselves a little bit? You know?
My name is David McQuain.
I'm Ryan O'Connor.
We play Big G in the Kids Table.
It's a good start. All right, so you know, you guys have been on Warp. This isn't your first year, so you've done a little
Second.
more than just second. I feel like you guys have been on Warp so many times, but this is only my third time being at Warp, so I really wouldn't be.
It's kind of like our 10th time stepping on the pitch. Yeah.
Oh wow! All right, so you know, based on bands, you know, past, alive, dead, whatever. If you could pick one band to be on tour with, who would it be?
From
Warped or
Warped Tours?
From anything?
Oh, from anything. I would do the Beastie Boys.
Yeah, I would have the Pixies do Warped Tour.
Yeah.
I think they would
Make
be
it actually be
into it.
punk again. Yeah.
Yeah. And then for another one, Iron Maiden. In Operation Ivy.
Oh.
I'm just going for it.
Just throwing it out there. We'll let Jesse know.
Yeah.
Where'd it go? All right. What about your favorite band on Warp this year?
We have a lot of really cool bands on our stage. Actually, one of them that's really cool is this band William Control.
Oh, yeah.
They kind of do like this. It reminds me of like what I used to listen to like when I was like 8, 9, 10, like mid 80s kind of synthy pop stuff.
Like the Jesus and Mary Chain meets Ministry meets Nine Inch Nails.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. And Sick of It All.
Sick of It All?
Yeah.
All
They're a
right.
new band that's coming out of New York City.
Oh, I've definitely heard of them.
It's called Pop Emo Rock.
Pop emo rock. So a little, you know, it sounds similar to Big Dick.
Yeah.
All right.
Ska Pop Emo Rock.
All right, we did have a fan question come in from my buddy Andy Wolverton. He wants to know, where did Tommy Shea go, and do you still travel with a 175-gram disc around? Throwing
The disc is currently in the bus.
It's in the bus?
Yeah.
All
It's
right.
currently in the bus.
So what's the story behind that?
The disc?
Yeah, like
We're loyalists through and through, so we just like to talk about how great our frisbees are.
I guess it makes sense.
Yeah. Well, you know, like for lack of song topics, we don't. You know, when Big D started, we often just sung about stuff we did together, like our house, or we just sung about us, and that's one of the songs about us.
Well, as someone who's traveled to LAX, I get it.
Yeah. Hollywood. Yeah. And so the other thing, what's the other one? The other question?
Tommy Shea.
Tommy Shea, I think currently lives in California. I think he lived in Hawaii for a while, and basically I was friends with his younger brother Stevie Shea, and he was an old 80s skewed head punk, and we used to think he was really cool.
All right.
Yeah. There's a gangster rap version of that song on YouTube called Tommy, My Motherfucking Boy, and it's really good. It's good.
Well, now it's recorded, so I'm gonna remember to actually look it up. Currently writing any new novels, any new music.
Finished Kringle last year, and I'm gonna send it back out like in November for the holiday season. But I'm taking a break from seriously compiling stuff and doing my thing where I kind of pretend I'm not compiling stuff, like notes and letters and little scraps pieces of paper. So I pretend I'm not getting work done, and I say it's not. Nothing's happening here. We're not doing anything.
And then bam,
But then it's all organized, and then I go, well, look, some other Dave organized this for me, and then I begin. And usually we do an EP every 2 years we do a record with an EP in between, so we can like wash away the old record. You have to make sure you don't just do that record number 2. But this year we didn't. Instead, we backed up the Doped Up Dollies on their record, The New Way Out, and so our backup singers, we're backing them up on their record, and so that's what we did. And now that we're finished with The New Way Out, we're working on new stuff.
Yeah.
You gotta be pretty, proud of Doped Up Dollies and how big, that's been getting. 'Cause
Yeah.
I gotta say, I saw them at Brighton Bar in Long Branch, and we had the drunken photo shoot afterwards. If you
Oh
remember
yeah,
that.
of course.
When you were taking selfies with the big camera.
Well, knock, not to Twilight Zone it, but I said to the ladies, I said, now that we're gonna put the record out, now that we're gonna do videos, and now that we're gonna hit the road, I want to let you know, people can be pretty cruel and just let it go. Don't read, it's doing that whole thing. That's true.
Yeah.
Man, they haven't had any any middle finger text comment things, and it's just I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah, usually like at least 25% of all comments have at least like a swear or middle finger.
Well, I also don't think they're as political as Big D can be. They're
Right.
kinda
Well,
most of our f-offs have nothing to do with politics.
It's true.
You guys suck. Get out of here.
Stroll
Break
music
up.
is kind of, there's not really any controversy in that. So.
What people don't understand is Good Luck kids hated How It Goes. How It Goes kids hated Strictly Rude. Strictly Rude kids hated Fluent Stroll, and then loved it a year and a half later. So it's like,
It just comes around.
yeah, it's just a thing, yeah.
But Stomp and Stroll are constantly, obviously we live together, but
Yeah.
Stomp and Stroll, they're obviously in rotation, I'd say on a weekly basis.
Oh,
at this
that's
point.
good to
So
hear. That's good to hear.
We're fans.
We haven't heard much about those nowadays.
Not really.
Not much. Like
Really?
the songs being requested.
Maybe no news is good news.
Yeah.
So, obviously the whole political side of things, what do you think music's role in politics really is? Especially, given today everything's divided. And
I believe that Americans I believe Americans have more loyalty and listen to music, the singers and the lyrics, more than they'll listen to their best friends, their parents, the president, the teachers, cousins. Like, you can have a best friend, you'll be like, dude, I love this record, and I don't care, but, things, your parents, obviously, if you have good parents, those values can rub off on you, but a lot of people don't have good parents these days. And so I think music is a huge part of it, because it's almost positive propaganda in your ear every day, all the time, jinga jinga. So I think it's very important for people. Sometimes people think Big D would be for Trump. And it's like, my God, have you even taken a second to listen to any of the values that we try to talk about with helping people and everyone being equal? And so I think it's a responsibility. And even though, when I love the Beastie Boys, and when MCA started getting political, I, in a sophomoric way, was like, why isn't he talking about beer? You know what I mean? And it's like, I had to wake up. So whenever people are like, stop talking about politics and real stuff, talk about silliness, it's like, well, you need to kind of just, you take them in both doses,
And
It was
I
a
mean,
responsibility.
exactly. And it's fun when, those same people are like, why is this musician getting into it? It's like, currently our president, whether you support him or not, is an entertainer.
Yeah.
Like, if he could do it, why not everyone else?
Yeah.
Have you had any situations where, being so, outspoken against Trump
Yeah.
has really come into play, on stage or, anything that you've done musically?
Well, we had
Fan-wise?
Bush too. So I would say, I welcome anybody who actually believes in those people to not like the band, because what I do is like, it's not like a gift, but it's like a gift. It's like, I really love it and I wanted to give it to people who are good people, and I don't want people to enjoy something. I don't want people who won't help other people enjoy something that I make, so they can fuck off. I don't care. The band's not around to be famous. The band's around to play music. So, I would welcome people to go away. I don't want anything to do with it. It's like, would you like to have a racist at Thanksgiving? Would you like to have someone who, I don't want any of them around. Yeah. And, am I saying that Bush and Trump people are racist? No, but I do believe there is an idea of the right to say they love Jesus and say they love America, but they don't believe in actually helping people and actually helping all Americans. So. In the rockets forever.
So growing up in Boston, obviously it comes out in the music, but how do you feel it really influenced the sound that you kind of ended up at?
I think just the bands that were kind of in that area, in the scene in Boston, or even any kind of New England, Northeast city, all those scenes definitely were a huge part of us growing up, as young teenagers, or listening to, discovering bands from older friends, older brothers. All the stuff that was there was just so great. And yeah, it definitely has a certain sound, I guess, which you could separate from other sounds geographically. I guess the only explanation for that is the weather. I don't know. Sometimes the winters, you kind of just write, grimy songs, or you can hear a cold, a song that was on a freezing day or something, where it's dark at 4, and you got to trudge through 2 feet of snow to get to the practice space to work on it, and
everyone's pissed off by the time they get there.
That stuff I think does come out, especially when you're as a group focused in trying to write a record, and everybody's together and everyone is influencing the whole thing. You get all these different. You could write a lyric or write a part or like a riff or something based on how your day was. And if it sucked, then you might have thought about it halfway through work or something. Like, I got this idea.
Yeah, LAX lyrics were written on one subway ride.
Oh, wow.
I was just, no drafts. Like usually there's drafts.
Just happened.
Yeah, I was so angry. Like Brian was saying on the subway, it just all came out. And it's true. It's like anytime I've ever tried to write like a Tim Armstrong happy song or like a really, because we're in the genre of ska and there's different parts of it. Whenever I try to write one of those happy ones, even if I'm really happy, it comes out all greasy and with full of nails and scum, and it's like it's an impossibility. I can't do it.
Well, it's gotten you this far, so obviously people are enjoying it. So totally off topic. Some of the more fun questions we've gotten from fans. Who would play you and the band in a movie about your band?
Clay. So what's his name? Kevin Bacon would play.
Kevin Bacon.
Everybody says I look like Kevin Bacon.
I don't know who would play the rest of us.
Oh, George Clooney.
Oh, for me?
Yeah, right.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
You constantly.
Wait, and Alex Stone would have to be Michael J. Fox.
Yeah.
Everyone just nodding along.
Logan.
Logan would be. I don't know. We got three.
Yeah.
We got three.
Shit, I lost where I was. Okay, constantly being on the road. I've experienced it. Steak and Shake and Waffle House.
Sure.
Every night. What's been your favorite food stop? Around the country.
Ben
loves Waffle House.
Ben, our bass player, is making us drive opposite directions. We're late today because Ben needed to go to Waffle House at 1 in the morning.
That's true.
Suddenly, it makes a lot more sense why he was messaging me earlier.
We have a lot of different things. Like some of the guys in the band are really into going to a city and finding like the awesome food. Sometimes you kind of I would be interested, but I don't really put out that much effort for it. But it's kind of funny to see them all amped up about it, taking Ubers places and stuff like that. For me, Taco Bell is perfectly fine.
That's 100% Kelsey.
Not to be a negative Nancy, but I stopped doing the whole looking around the different states after they all became the exact same. Because back in the day when we used to tour, there was McDonald's, right? But the Subway and Taco Bell and the Targets and the Home Depots and the Lowe's and the Blanket America hadn't unrolled yet. So you did used to kind of go to different mom and pop shops. So, to me, it's just like, do you want Soylent Green A or Soylent Green B or Soylent Green C? So, so I don't give a fuck.
But you're in Jersey. You got to hit up like a Wawa or something.
Oh, yeah. We have those plenty.
But
They're just sandwiches.
Yeah.
Well, Jersey and New York is the pizza belt of the
got
U.S.
the pizza.
It's the best pizza in New Jersey and New York. So
Yeah.
you gotta do pizza.
We have to catch up though with the UK and Europe because when you stop at their rest stops, there's healthy food. Negative dude.
Well, I saw you guys. The merch booth was right next to Sonic Boom 6. How's it been, being on tour with them?
So annoying. It's their accent. It's like I don't like people who can't speak American. No, we've known them forever.
Yeah, it's great to see them out here for their first time. They're so pumped up about it. They're taking the grind in stride.
Driving themselves, which we are, but they're doing the whole tour. We're not doing the whole tour.
Jeez.
And Layla's singing a song with us that we DJ every night, taking over Maddie Ruthless and the Dope Up Dolly's parts. And to ask someone to do a guest spot every day is a tall order on a work tour.
Yeah. Especially when they have their own set.
Yeah. Own press and own catering. It's tough. She's been doing it.
Well, yeah, I've been, we've been following them for a while. We actually played with them down in Supernova Ska Fest in Virginia a few months ago.
Right.
That was interesting. All right, so I guess the last one I have for you is
You forgot to do it yourself.
Oh yeah, do it yourself scene. Obviously, you're very DIY. You post on Facebook everywhere. What really got you into the DIY scene? Like, what made you kind of drive it?
Well, that's the funny part. Like, everyone keeps saying, "Oh, Dave, you're so DIY, so DIY," and that's just because I'm doing things myself, right?
Yeah.
I just think everyone else should start doing things themselves. You know what I mean? It's just the difference between someone who buys firewood or someone who cuts firewood. I mean, it's like too many people think that they just have to write a record and then the clouds will part and the music business angel gods will come down and make everything all right. The only way you're going to get famous or popular in America these days is if you have famous, rich parents, famous friends, or some sort of connection. Other than that, you got to do it yourself. You know, so even when you're on a label, it doesn't end. So people just got to realize, like, think of it like you're on a boat and it sinks, and you see the horizon, you see the land. You can just say, well, you know, there's the Coast Guard, they're gonna get me, or I could fucking swim. And it's like I swim, and other people just stay and drown.
Yeah. It kind of was never like a choice for it's not a choice of a particular way to live your life, you know.
I didn't say no to opportunities.
Right, yeah. Like, we will not sign with a big record label.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're just going to make up on our own and just put stuff out. It wasn't. Yeah, it's not like a chosen way of life. I don't think it's a chosen way of life for anybody who kind of is given that kind of label. You know what I mean? Whether it's like Minor Threat or whether it's not, or, you know,
totally
going way back or present day stuff. Like Dave was saying, nobody's going to give you anything. If you're passionate about it, that will come out in you showing that you're willing to step up and get things happening on your own and not relying on other people.
It's not taking no, and persistence really is a gift. And it's one of those things where we set up our own Southeast Asia tour and our own tour into Japan, like real deep into China. We went to Japan too, but deep into China. The idea that somebody knows more than you and can do things that you can't do is just is a way of thinking that people shouldn't have. You know what I mean? Every human has done a thing, and you can do that thing too. You know what I mean?
Any advice for up and coming musicians in that whole DIY respect?
Yeah, just if you're gonna have a 9-to-5 job, when you're done, unfortunately, try to put in at least half the amount of work you put in for your boss for yourself. And your 20s are your productive years. Your 30s are a cushion of what you accomplished in your 20s. So you can spend, as a lot of people in their 20s do, going to parties where you're in someone's kitchen crushing beers for like 5 to 8 hours, or you can work on your band and only go there for an hour, and then the parties that you go to later are parties celebrating your awesome music and your hard work. So I say while you're in your 20s, take it, have a good time. Parties aren't going anywhere. Good happy things aren't going anywhere. But in your 20s, you gotta build your life, and don't expect anyone to do it for you.
Very well said. Anything to add on that, or pretty good?
Summed it up.
And drink beers. Jump.
All right, and last question for you. Favorite charity, warped, non-warped, anything like that you like to support?
Quite a few. I love what the Warped Eco, nonprofit group does. They've been around as long as I can remember. We've been doing this quite a bit, and they're just great. They get kids going, teaching them about recycling and different environmental issues and stuff like that. So, which I think is really important, and I think it's going to be a lot more important, down the road. So
clean up your venue, clean up your show.
Yeah.
And Music Cares is awesome because I had cancer at one point. Because I'm on the road, I can't buy into what the extreme right thinks I can, and so Music Cares reached out to me to give me some money to help pay my bills. But ironically enough, I was covered by Mitt Romney Care. It was the first coverage that you could get in Massachusetts. Took an SAT's amount of studying to get the paperwork done, but I got covered off of Republican health care. And if it wasn't for that, my parents definitely would have lost their house because they don't want me to die. And Music Cares really helped me with that. And I said no to their money. I said, don't worry, I just got covered. And they go, no, you don't understand though. You're going to need money for food and just basics. And so I said, okay. I was a little reluctant, and he was totally right. Music Cares was totally right. Like I definitely needed that money during the time where I had to be stationary and not do anything. So Music Cares.
Well, that's all I got for you. Unless you have anything you want to shout out to your fans. Otherwise,
No.
no. All right, thanks, guys.